Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an ISU-152K. It's a Tier 8 premium Soviet tank destroyer. It's located on the north spawn of Tundra and it's under the command of heavy999. Now, this is one of the tanks that was brought out in the Christmas loot boxes this year. Well, actually it was brought out before then, but they decided to put it in the loot boxes anyway as one of the offers. It's got a rather interesting alpha 750, which actually makes it one of the top damaging tank destroyers in the game now at tier 8. It's also got decent penetration compared to the ISU, the standard ISU, because it will now do 286mm of pen. First shot hits a target, it's the IS-5. Lost 765 hit points from just one shot. He's not going to be a happy bunny right now. The standard book reload is 18.22 seconds. And you can see here that Heavy's managed to get it down to 15.41. It is two-part ammunition. That's probably why it takes so long. Okay, there's a Scorpion across there. And now he's lost a huge amount of hit points as well. 773, one shot through the gun shield. Now, the ISU-152K is basically a modernization program for the standard ISUs that the Soviets built. Of course, they built the ISU originally from the IS tank and the IS-2 and used it with the very big 152mm gun. But during the 50s, they went through a development program which was called Object 241K, and it gave them increased fuel capacity of 1.65, which meant that these vehicles could go a lot further, and well, I suppose that just increased their effectiveness. And he's moved himself to a position where he can get shots on those enemy tanks when they come out the Western Pass. Now, if I remember correctly, it's the BL-10 gun, which is the much sought after gun on the this particular tank. Oh, lovely shot! The 110's dead. He's gone, just like that. First kill. You can see they stored the log on the back of the vehicle on this one. It's got the extra fuel tanks though at the back. The enemy's very reluctant to come through that pass. I think he knows the trouble. Oh! Another 803. A high roll on the Indian Panzer. Now, it hasn't got a very high top speed. Only 40 kilometers an hour. And again, the armour is fairly light. 19mm on the front, 90 on the sides, and 60 on the rear. So you don't want to tussle face to face with the enemy, but from long range it's lethal. Tiger 1 dies for 700, oh, Tiger 2 actually, 707 hit points gone, and he's now up to 3.3k of damage. The enemy is starting to lose tanks at a frightening rate. There's only a 7032 on the Western Pass, but they do have that Scorpion G backing them up. Now, I have the feeling that Heavy is going to try and intercept that Scorpion and get his last remaining hit points, and if he doesn't get him, he'll come up behind the 703 and finish him off. There's an LT-432 a little way over there, right at the back of the map, and he's picked up an extra log, which I don't think he intended to, but yes, sometimes these logs stick around far too often and they get in the way of the sighting mechanism, so sometimes you get them acting as a gun shield right in front of your viewport, so it's very, very difficult to actually spot the enemy. Ah, the log's gone. Good. I think that's the Havoc engine, isn't it, that causes that. Oh, there's the Scorpion behind that rock. Can he get the LT-432? Ouch, just took out our T-34-3. Our SU-130PM's going in. Can he get the shot? Yes! Nice. He waited there for that moment that he'd come clear. The Scorpion's still there though. Is that the same Scorpion? No, it's a different Scorpion to the one he hit earlier in the game. They did have more than one. The other one's dead. This guy's about to die. A horrible death. Well, it's his own fault. Yes, if you're going to shoot at an ISU-152, you better be not loaded. Well, he's gone, and that means there's only one enemy left. It's a Progetto, and he's over on the other side of the battlefield. So it's going to take us a little while to get to him, and I don't think we're going to get near him. Potentially a high caliber for Heavy. He's done well in this game. Everyone's converging on that area now. They're all coming from different areas of the map to try and get that Progetto. I suspect that the SU-130PMs will be the first to find him and kill him. Yep, they found him. One got a round in. One's taken 2 rounds, but they both fired at him. They didn't kill him. And he's now probably in reload. One of those SU-30PMs took 2 shots. They both want another go. Should that Heavy have a go? He's got the alpha to put that guy out of business just like that. 1 shot. No, they all want to go, and one of them gets the kill. So a reasonably good game there by heavy999. He does his victory dance. Here's the end of battle results for heavy999 in the ISU-152K. He managed to get a first ace tanker in this vehicle. Yes, you've got the scrolls underneath, which means it's the first time you've had the ace tanker. You also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He managed to get 4 exactly. A sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy. Master gunner for getting 5 penetrating shots in a row. And also a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 6 in this one. And on top of all that, he got the high caliber. He dealt the most damage in the game overall. And his win rate from the battle was 9,104, which is high super unicum. Now, it's not really surprising that he managed to get the highest damage, given what that gun can do. It is pretty phenomenal. 4,394 hit points of damage to heavy999. The next high scorer being the 7032 with 3,701, followed by their Progetto 46 with 3,095. When it came to kills, again he's got the highest number with 4. 3 kills went to the LT432, the guy he actually took out. And also 2 kills went to the Bisonte C45. When it came to base XP, he's got the top again with 1,317. He's the only player over 1,000. The next high scorer being the Bisonte C45 with 953. And the IS-6 managed 792 as well. He fired 7 rounds in that game, got 7 direct hits and 7 penetrations. Well, well, what a surprise. Yes, it's a very powerful gun indeed, which is one of the reasons why Wargaming thought this was quite a good deal for the loot boxes at Christmas. I know a lot of people said, oh no, it's a tank destroyer, but then they were quite happy to go after the GSOR instead, weren't they? But yes, this is quite a good tank destroyer, this one. It's surprisingly good. 4,394 hit points of damage, of which 2,571 were done at more than 300 meters. Those are some of the shots he fired into that Western Pass. 2 hits received, 2 penetrations. The armor's not that good. I did say it's very, very thin indeed. It's basically just an ISU hull. It's IS hull rather. Very, very thin armor at the front, sides and rear. It's meant to go fast and have a very, very big gun. You're not intending to go toe-to-toe with the enemy. You really want to engage them from long distance. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 4. And on a premium count, he earned 117,975 credits from that game, and after ammunition resupply and consumables, he took home 102,021 credits. Yes, this is why this is a premium vehicle. It's so good because it generates credits like hand over fist, and a reasonably good game with just 7 shots. You've earned 100% hit rate and 100,000 credits, and the game only lasted 6 minutes. So you can see why this is a desirable tank destroyer. 1,975 XP, 198 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 2,173 experience points altogether. I rather like the ISU-152K. So long as I can stand off and shoot them from a long way away, it's a lot better than most other vehicles. Most other premium vehicles, I could say, some of which are absolutely dreadful. I mean, I'm not so enamoured by the GSOR because I felt that its ammunition is rather underperforming, whereas this tank's ammunition is overperforming, you might say, because if it hits the target, it's more than likely going to devastate it. So, yes, well done to heavy999, showing us that the ISU-152K was actually a very good find in your loot boxes. Definitely. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.